California Congressman Darrell Issa with me now. Congressman, now that you have impeachment power, can Hunter avoid testifying?
To be honest, of course he can. He could have come yesterday and taken the fifth. Instead, what he did was he used his middle finger to the American people. The vote yesterday on impeachment inquiry had nothing whatsoever to do with the validity of the subpoena. I've issued a lot of subpoenas, and as have Democrats, without impeachment inquiries. The fact is, anytime we see any wrongdoing, including violations of foreign lobbying acts, violations of international law, all of which we have every ability and right to investigate, even if it includes the vice president. So the subpoena was legal, enforceable, and Hunter Biden is in contempt. And by the way, so is Eric Swalwell, who facilitated bringing him onto the Capitol grounds with Secret Service protection, federal cars. What? So the president and his Secret Service facilitated this contempt. Eric Swalwell reserved the facility and walked with them and stood with them in violations of his own ethics. I've written to the Ethics Committee. I've made it very clear that I want an answer about that conduct because it's clearly outside what any of us have a right to do. A congressman cannot facilitate the contempt of Congress. But back to Hunter. Hunter has done what others have done, and they've always lost in court without impeachment inquiries. You might remember years ago, the White House consul, Harriet Miers, she was held in contempt. The White House tried to not produce her, and a Republican-appointed judge, Judge Bates, found that Bush had no such right. There wasn't an impeachment inquiry. So I want everyone to understand what he did yesterday was contempt. If the president stays out of it, our referral on contempt would lead to criminal charges. I don't expect the president to stay out of it any more than I expected the truth out of Hunter Biden yesterday.
Can we just deal with this one too? You're from a border state. The White House is trying to blame Republicans for the border crisis. Roll the tape, please.
The immigration system is broken. We've said that over and over again. The president has put forth a comprehensive immigration policy legislation on his first day to deal with this issue. Republicans refuse. They said no to border agents. They've said no to new technology to fight fentanyl. They said no to additional troops. And they voted on eliminating 2,000 Customs and Border Patrol agents. That is what Republicans have done.
Can we get this straight, Congressman? We're being invaded, and the president who arranged this invasion blames the Republicans. Your response, please.
Well, exactly. And the challenge is our agents are overwhelmed just taking people who present themselves at the border because this president opened the border and bringing them in. They don't have the time and the bandwidth, and no amount would give them the bandwidth to go after this massive amount of fentanyl. Also, quite frankly, this administration refuses to be tough on prosecuting, on raising the penalty for trafficking in fentanyl. And lastly, he has not done what he could do overseas, particularly with China, to stem the flow of these deadly chemicals.
Sure. Congressman, thanks very much indeed. I'm sure you saw the train there with all the migrants waiting to jump on board. It's just like this day after day. Congressman Issa, thanks for joining us.
He loves public transportation. He's the king of trains. No surprise.
Terrible. Congressman Issa, thanks for joining us. See you again soon.